The Urban Land Institute is composed of and represents the major real estate developers throughout the United States. To receive a Lifetime Achievement Award is incredibly significant because you're being recognized by your peers as among the best of the best.
In the case of Steve Owens, we have someone who has transformed urban life in Miami.
I believe to receive the Lifetime Achievement Award, you have to set an example in the industry, and Steve Owens is the perfect example of what a developer should be.
He is a true person he really cares about the people, about the community.
Whenever you see Steve, you see a cool, calm, and collected kind of guy. But inside, the business machinery is always going.
He loves what he does. I mean, he loves construction, he loves development, he loves creating, he loves making a change in the industry, and he has.
Steve has been really one of the key players in transforming downtown Miami and the Brickell area.
Steve's contribution's been enormous. He's been pretty well at the helm of Swire Properties in Miami and has led the team there and the investment in the city.
Well, I think it all started with Brickell Key, and to take a sandbar off the Miami River and turn it into an iconic residential neighborhood that it is today is just a phenomenal achievement.
It was the first development in downtown Miami that was a 24-hour environment, that was not just mixed use in the sense of one building, but was multiple buildings, including office, hotel, condominium, urban parks. It was a full environment, and it was a very special place, and it still remains 30 years later as one of our key places in Miami to live and work.
Then to go and do it again with Brickell City Centre, to do two transformational developments. What a career from Steve.
Brickell City Center is a game changer for this area because it means people can walk, take the people mover, and arrive in a more sustainable manner.
Brickell City Center becomes the place on Brickell where you bring everything together. The retail, the commercial, the hotels. It's what Miami is going to be about in the 21st century.
In a 9-acre tract, we have encompassed 500,000 square feet of retail, 2 condominium towers, Reach and Rise, and our brand East Hotel Miami, all encapsulated in one complete project.
Brickell Avenue was really nothing more than an office building area. There was very little life, and what Steve did was led all the developers into creating a 24-hour environment in the Brickell area. And it's all thanks, in my opinion, to Steve Owens.
Nobody's more deserving of this award because he has truly improved the quality of urban life in Miami.
Well, our journey here in Miami has been an interesting one, 40 years in the making, and clearly we've had a significant contribution to urban Miami. Well, Brickell in its early days when we first arrived in 1979 was primarily a financial district. It slowly evolved in the 80s and 90s to a residential community as well. What we felt was missing, though, was a true destination, and the missing component was retail. So we focused Brickell City Center to a great extent on the retail component. We have a shopping center with Saks Fifth Avenue and a number of fantastic shops that will be joining Saks. We now have 2 office buildings as well, 2 condominium towers, and a very fine hotel. The climate ribbon, I think, from my personal perspective, is the most innovative and exciting thing about Brickell City Center. And in many ways, it's something that I am most proud of. It does a number of things. It protects us from the climate here in terms of rain, but yet at the same time, it, through its design, creates air movement so that there's a natural flow of breeze through the shopping center, allowing us to enjoy Miami's climate in a more comfortable way. I think it's really an artistic piece as well as a sustainable piece. And in fact, I like to make the point it's the most unique artistic environmental installation in North America.
I think the secret to Steve's success is that he's a long-term thinker. And when he's making decisions, he's looking to the future, to the next decade or century. There are very few people who think that way because it's a legacy type of thinking.
Well, I think there's a couple points for young people to consider in their careers. One is enjoy the journey. It's not about the destination. The second part is to remember to be humble. The world we live in today is full of expectations and big egos, and you'll be surprised how far humility will take you. And the last point I would make to those that follow me is that we must always be respectful of those who work for us and with us. And the more we practice this, the greater rewards do come.
I've had the pleasure of working with Steve Owens for the past 20 years, and it's been a great privilege. Working with someone like Steve, who is so hands-on and such a humane and compassionate human being, has made my job extremely pleasurable and a joy to come to work with.
Steve Owens, congratulations. Many prayers and blessings to you. And we're very happy that you're getting this award. You really deserve that. You're a great person.
Great recognition that you totally deserve, and we all love you. Congratulations.